course. Hello, pretty glam stars. Welcome back to your #1 beauty channel, the Glampreneurs. Of course, and it is with your girl, pretty glam star. Yes, I'm back. I'm back to serve you all of this. You know how we do. I'm not gonna be long, guys. I just want to thank my subscribers. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your views. Thank you for basically just everything, of course. So right now, I just want to share with you how I achieved this glamorous glam. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe. Guys, it's been a minute. Yo. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe at the end of the video. For now, just sit back and yes, glamsters. So the first step there I did is applying the primer, and I am using a flat foundation application brush to apply the primer, and I then dried it up with a fan so that it becomes nice and tacky. Then I'm going to spray some foundation, and I'm using the same foundation application. To blend out my foundation, I used the big fluffy brush, and I'm using it because this is a very matte foundation. It dries very quick, so it doesn't. Here I'm using a spoolie brush to brush up the brows, and I'm coming in with my dark brown pencil to outline the brows. After outlining the shape of my brows, I'm going to start filling them in using the same pencil. And then I'll be doing the same on the other eye. That's how they look. After that, I'll be coming in with a concealer that is just one shade lighter than my skin to clean the bottom part of the brows and to shape them, or to emphasize the shape. Then I'll be coming in with a small fluffy brush. In fact, this is a large sized one, but it's a small sized one as well, to blend out where I have applied the concealer. I'll be using the residue on my flat concealer brush to clean the top part of my brow. I wouldn't do this if I didn't start with applying foundation. Then I'm going to start applying tapes to prepare for eyeshadow application. After that, I will be taking the same fluffy brush to set the concealer on my eyelids. Don't forget to blow it off, otherwise it's just going to become a mess on your eyes. For eyeshadow application, I'll be coming in with a medium-sized fluffy brush, and I have picked up the color that is pink, or you can even use lilac. Then I'm going to come in with a lighter brown color to blend the pink. Here I'm using a small flat brush to apply a concealer. I'm not cutting the crease because I did not go all the way with my eyeshadow, but I just want to apply this concealer in a neat manner on the crease so that it doesn't go all over. And I'm going to drag it way down to my eyelid. Then I'm going to grab a rather medium-sized, now this one is a small-sized fluffy brush to blend the lighter concealer and to remove all the lines of demarcation. Then I'll be coming in with the brush that I have been applying the concealer, and the eyeshadow, and I'm going to drag the eyeshadow towards the middle liner so that it doesn't create any unnecessary lines. And then with a small brush, I'll be using it to apply a pink eyeshadow. Please do note that I am stamping it on the eyelid. I am not dragging it. And then I'm going to come in with the same brush that I applied the eyeshadow with, and I'm going to blend out the pink. After blending out the pink, I'm just going to move on to lining my cat eye eyeliner, and I'm using a black liquid eyeliner for that. And on that space that I have left, I'm stamping in some black eyeshadow with another black small brush. The reason I'm stamping an eyeshadow is because I want to create a faded cat eye look. So what I'm doing, I am blending the black eyeshadow in so that it mixes well with the transition that I have used. So after blending it in, I'm going to do the same on the other eye. When I'm done with my eyeshadow, I'm just going to highlight the inner part of my eyelid with a rose pink shimmery eyeshadow. And I'm also going to use it to create an accent line. As you can see, I have stamped some of it on that small flat brush. And I'm going to transfer it to the eyelid, creating a nice line or accent line there. And I'll be doing the same on the other eye. Then when I'm done with applying the eyeshadow, I'm just going to go ahead and clean the bottom part of my eye and highlight it. This concealer, it's also just a shade, just one shade lighter. So I'm going to use it to shape my eyeliner and clean around the eye. Then I'm going to come in with a concealer that is 3 shades lighter than my skin, and I'm going to use that to highlight the bridge of my nose to prepare for nose contouring. Then I'm going to come in with a fan. A fan helps with letting the concealer dry and making it nice, creamy and turkey, so that it does not create any form of cakiness. It also helps with sweat if you're a person that has a high sweat rate. I'm going to do the same on the other eye side. After that, I'm going to continue to blending the nose bridge highlight. And I am using my small fluffy brush. And then I'm going to repeat the step of taking the fan and drying the concealer just before I set it. For setting the concealer, I'm going to place a generous amount of setting powder because I want to achieve that airbrush look, and I'm going to work through it. So the step that I have done there, it's not baking. I'm not baking, I'm just setting the concealer. After setting the concealer, as you can see, I have moved on to contouring, and I am using a contouring brush. And with the same contouring brush, I have picked up a generous amount of blush. Please do not do this when you are a learner. It is a very bad mistake that I did. So what you should do if you do this, you must be patient and blend until it all blends in. Like I said, I'm going to work through the setting powder. Right now what I am doing is sculpting the nose. I am applying a darker powder for my nose contouring. And then what I'm going to do with the eyes here, I'm going to take all the colors that are applied on my eyeshadow and apply it on my gel line. And like I said, I am working through the setting powder. The reason being, I want to achieve an airbrush look. I do not like makeup that is easily mapped out. I want to sculpt the face without one being able to identify where I applied what. It looks nice and natural in that manner. So now I'm going to take my small fluffy brush and I'm going to dust off the setting powder. After removing the setting powder, I'm coming in with that big fluffy brush that I used to blend the foundation with, and this time I will be stamping it in my compact powder, and I will be setting the rest of my face. I said the rest of my face because remember, I want to achieve an airbrush look. So the compact powder will be applied on top of all the products that I have used, and you can see there are no lines. You can't map out my makeup. Even the contour looks nice and natural. Then I'm moving on to the lips, applying my pink shimmery lipstick and lining it with just a dark brown pencil. This is a very classic way of doing it. And then I'm just going to go back to the brows and do some touch-ups. So I'm going to draw or mimic hair-like strokes just to create that natural brow effect. And then when I'm done with the brows, I'm just gonna go ahead and highlight my cheekbones with a blush powder, and this one is rose pink in color. So I'm gonna do the cheekbones, the bridge of my nose contour, and my brow arcs. And then last but not least, a setting spray that is very important, and the one that I'm using right now is a matte one. Don't forget to grab your fan and dry the setting spray because it can also ruin your makeup if it doesn't dry. And voila, that is your final look, ladies. Please do tell me in the comment section, what do you think of this look? And don't forget to share, like, and subscribe if you're not part of the family. If you are, please do drop me a comment. I love you all. Take care of yourself. Till next time. Mwah.